Yep. Question.
What is that call when they step off? So the ball's not out of the pitcher's hand, softball or up to fourth grade baseball. How do you make that call as the base umpire?
What I say is they left early.
See,
Kill it right then, or you let the pitcher finish?
no, in high school on down, so rec ball included, dead ball, runner left the base early. They're out. Okay? Kill it first. Again, if they're running, we want to kill it. Kill it. Tell them why you're killing it. And then if they're out, they're out. It is a immediate dead ball.
Go ahead.
No, that's what
okay.
That's what I was making sure. Because
Okay.
That's kind of one of those that people are like, especially, do I let it go? Because what if they hit it and you got to kill it before something?
You want to kill it quick.
Once again, high school on down, if a base runner cannot come off the base, it is an immediate dead ball.
Can't benefit from the violation.
College,
Correct.
it's a delayed call, but we're not doing college in here, so.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Which I have this afternoon.
Okay, new scenario.
What's that?
Runners on first and second.
High school down, you mean all the way through?
We'll let the
Yep.
question finish.
Yep, she's asking all the way down through first and second
Okay.
grade. Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
here's the scenario. Base runners on first and second, one out, batted ground ball to the shortstop. Chuck's the base umpire. What should he do? Somebody give him instructions. You're starting, anticipating that the action play is going to be at third base based on the most advanced runner. Everybody got it? So he's ready there. There's a ground ball literally right in front of him that goes to the shortstop. What does Chuck do? Does he just stand there? Repositions himself. Where do you go? What I do is move in here. Is that the softball way?
No.
Baseball, this guy is going to do it that way. I want to be on the inside of the infield because I can see everything from here, but I'm going to be pulling in behind that throw. Tell me what the...
Softball, again, are we going here? We're going over to first with the throw.
Either way.
So if we got runners on first and second, I'm positioned here. Runners typically going to third first. If it gets hit to shortstop, I'm going to take a step or two this way. If they bobble the ball and it's not going to be a play here and they're going over to first now, then you pivot, take about 2 or 3 steps in, follow the shortstop a little bit, but stay one side or the other. You don't want to be behind them, but follow them because they're going to take a couple steps toward where they're throwing the ball. Stop so you can see the throw, see the catch. So when that ball comes out of their hand, stop. Watch over there, make your call as needed.
Does that make sense? Which bases are is the base umpire responsible for in that play? All of them. That's right. Home plate umpire is staying home. And the reason the umpire is staying home is that runner that starts at second, if they don't take the force at third, which would be the smart move on that ground ball, and they go to first, there may be a hightail effort from second, stretching that even going home. Who is always going to make the call at home plate in rec league ball? Plate umpire. And I want to be right here to be able to see the base runner coming at me. I'm not so close that I'm going to get run into. They've got the chance to pivot by me. But if there is a play, let's say that throw goes from shortstop to first, I'm going to move here because I want a view of the front edge of the plate. I don't want to be in the way of the throw, and I want to be able to see that tag because it's not a force play that is easy to see. There's going to be dust arrive at the front edge of that plate as the play is made. Everybody follow? Make sense? Where does Chuck start if there is only a runner on second? What position should he be in and why? One of you that is pointing. Talk loud.
About the same spot.
Yep. He's anticipating the call at third being most likely, and he wants to be in position for that. Does he still have responsibility for the call at first? Yes, he does. Everybody understand? What happens if we have first and third to start the play? Where's Chuck need to be and why?
Same spot.
Same spot? I'm okay with that.
Why?
Does it have play? Is it like a field?
Better view of the field. I like that. What else?
Play, you're going to be responsible for second. The next play.
Got this. What's one other thing I still have responsibility for? Back picks at third. I have a runner over here. After that pitch comes out of their hand, they're going to lead off down here. Catcher gets it. If they see that person's too far down the line, they can make a quick throw down here. If I'm way over there, I'm out of position to see what happened here.
The thing that I always want you to think about is the lead runner establishes the priority position for the base umpire. Does the home plate umpire move into a different position with a runner on second or a runner on third or bases loaded? No. They're always in the slot. They've always got responsibility for what's going on at home plate. If Chuck is the base umpire, he's got to be thinking a little bit, where is the next most likely play? And you always want to give preference to the lead runner. We could try to backpick first base. And from there, that's not the greatest angle in the world. But you got to make that call. You got to make that call. It'd be a whole lot easier if we were able to get 45s in front of or behind the base. You're never going to do that with a two-man crew. I told you earlier, you cannot get in a perfect position. So what do? You do your best. Questions?
So, just easy. Anytime you get, for all softball and third, fourth grade baseball, softball, on down, anytime you get a runner at second or past, you're shifted over between second and third, always. If you have nobody on, you're in your base position, runner on first only, you're between first and second, okay?
You're the first baseman. There's a hit to the outfield that you're going to stand on first base. I'm going to be the base runner. Chuck's the base umpire, and there's a hit to the outfield. Michelle is going to be the first baseman on defense. After that ball is hit, Michelle comes over and stands on first base. I'm not going to plow her, but I could. Is she in the way? What's that called? No? The other one. Obstruction. Obstruction hinders the offense, the O's. Remember it that way. What does Chuck do? What is Chuck doing? Let's do that, then we'll go on. What's he saying?
Keep the signal out until we can play.
Do that again?
Keep the signal out. Keep that signal out.
What am I signaling
What's he saying?
Delayed ball.
Delay dead ball. Why does he do that? I'm the base runner. Michelle's standing on first base. I've got to slow down. I don't want to kill her. And then I do this, and she still tries to get in the way. What's the potential problem?
So you don't want to stop play because you don't want to punish the team that's not causing the violation.
That
The delayed ball, you wait till it plays out. So what's going to happen? Does he make it to second or doesn't? When the plays, now the ball's coming in to second, what's going to happen at that base? So let's say that runner makes it to second, but he's tagged out at second. But you had an obstruction here which prevented him from making that transition to second the way he should have, the way he could have. So is he out or is he safe? It's not his fault over here.
do that with a little bit more confidence, though.
That's right, he's safe.
He's safe. And literally, what I do in that situation, if I'm Chuck, got an obstruction, and I leave my hand out like this, that's a delayed dead ball. I leave it out, even through that base runner being tagged out at second. Then I say, got obstruction at first, base runner is at second. Let's play.
Does your base runner always get second, even if they get tagged out?
What's the answer? It's kind of a stinky question if you don't mind me asking, but okay.
The answer's no.
They aren't guaranteed. So what happens, I made the attempt in that play, and in your judgment, you're saying if Michelle hadn't been obstructing me, I would have made second base. That's literally what you think through. If I touch first base, is there anything that comes out of that? Did I make an attempt to go to second? Was I obstructed? Was there harm? In my mind, there's no. And in that situation, because the obstruction was real, the obstruction occurred, but I didn't do anything that was hindered or impeded. Read the rule book, those are the verbs that are used. If you're hindered or impeded in that process, you have the right to get that next base. If the umpire believes you deserve that. That's an umpire call. Everybody understand? So, preventative umpiring. What do we do to help Michelle understand how she ought to be playing first base?
Take an opportunity to teach.
Take an opportunity to teach. First baseman, in the event there's no play at first base, you need to give the right of way to the runner. You understand me? And if Michelle gives me a doe in a headlight look, kind of like this, what do? Who do you go to next? Go to the dugout, grab a coach. Coach, we had obstruction at first base. Can you help me teach the first baseman up to get them to a better position? That's preventative. It's also a safety issue. Do I have the right to plow her if she's standing on first base? Technically, you do. Now, we don't want that to be malicious. And if it is malicious, I want you to ring him up and throw him out. Because if a kid gets hurt in that situation, we just don't want that to be the attitude and the environment that exists in a rec league. Michelle should not be there. If there's a play coming, there's going to be some contact at the bases that is legitimate. And if it's hard, baseball, softball, it's a square up play, it's part of the game. Kids are going to bleed. Kids are going to get scraped elbows. Kids are going to get hit with a ball. Those things are going to happen. We don't want something set up like that, though, that is easy to repeat when it's as avoidable as what it is.
So there does not have to be contact for obstruction to be called. Most of the time there is some kind of contact, but contact does not have to be made for obstruction to be called. It just has to be an act of interfering or impeding the progress of the base runner. So, Michelle, be my second baseman over there. Ball gets hit, Mark rounds first. He sets his base path. She's standing there.
Where's she at? She's right in my base path.
She's standing there. Ball's not to her, so she's just standing there. It's going to happen. He stops. He's got to figure out what to do. Throw comes in. I got my obstruction out. He gets tagged out. There was no contact there, but there was still obstruction. Watch for those things. They're not doing it on purpose. They just don't know where they should be most of the time. They're still young and they're still learning. See it at all different levels yet. They're young and learning. Help them understand what they did afterwards, but it's still an obstruction in that moment.
When we get to the scrimmage, there'll be a lot of conversation because we'll have way more scenarios pop up when we get to scrimmage than what we can do here. Nobody on base. The base umpire starts in foul territory, 15, 20 feet. Our diamonds have really nice infield grass lines. There's other diamonds in the league that is not the case.
So I've got one more thing for field umpires that are playing behind the bases. Rule of thumb, if the ball is hit to the infield, if it stays in, you stay out, meaning you stay back. So then the opposite of that is if the ball goes out to the outfield, you come in. That way the ball is always in front of you. If you get hit to the outfield, you stay out there, you're potentially going to be in the way. If it goes out, you come in. If it stays in, you stay out.